let's go into that though. So let's go into pregnancy. Let's go into a 12-year-old who is going. It's going to affect their fertility. It's going to. The reason you can 100% say it's safe is because of looking at the data and the way it's created. Correct? Give me some information on
How it works.
A skeptic.
Yeah, how it works. So basically, that message we're delivering a messenger RNA. It's a recipe to make the spike protein. And that recipe only goes into the cytoplasm part, not in the nucleus where your DNA is.
So it doesn't affect DNA.
Doesn't affect your
can't.
DNA.
It can't.
It can't. It doesn't even get into that part of the cell. Think of it this way: it's like if you had crack an egg open, you have an egg white and an egg yolk. The egg yolk is where your DNA is. This part stays in the egg white kind of area of your cell, and so it doesn't get into there where your DNA is. It can't interact with it. It only does its job baking that cake, making that protein for about 20 hours, and then it shuts off, and then it's gone.
It's not even in your system, because that's the other thing is they say, well, you're infecting me with this.
No.
You're not being infected at all.
No.
No, that's right.
It's not like the flu where they're giving you
a weakened virus. Or even a killed virus, right? Those are classic technologies to make vaccines.
Which we take all the time, by the way.
Sure.
To get our children into
Yeah,
school.
I'm going back, and I'm, I mean, I understand there's a whole other vaccine pro or against side of culture, and I understand that. I'm just trying to get to this specific one,
Right.
because I'm going, we've taken vaccines. We go travel around the world. If we go around the world, they require it. So we do it because we want to continue the ministry or whatever. I'm just trying to make sure that person who's skeptic can have from doctors, not Justin, not a pastor, not your neighbor who is a mechanic, from the doctors
Or
that
TikTok.
understand, or TikTok,
All right.
how
Mostly
it is,
TikTok.
how it is created. Because to me, this is why the conversation is important.
That's right.
Is they don't understand, and they have bought into something that's not
Right.
true.
That's right.
Not because they're bad people, maybe because they don't
They're just
fully
confused.
understand.
Right.
And
Well,
that's
and-
why today's so important, which I
Right.
appreciate all those illustrations.
And I remind folks, I don't know how my smartphone works. I really miss my flip phone some days, especially now, right?
Right.
But I'm not going back. And this is one where this RNA technology is novel to most people. As Dr. Scott said, we've been using it for 2 decades, and it is an amazing technology. What we predict will happen is that over the next 2 decades, we're going to see more and more better vaccines than we've ever had.
Because now you know that this
using
works.
this technology.
Right.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
you remember MMR, which every kid gets, is what, 76%?
Yeah,
Seven-
better than 80% protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good vaccine.
But this is 92,
Five.
95.
Yeah.
So it's 10 times better than mRNA. MMR, I'm sorry. Too many RNAs.
Yeah.
But, this is such a good technology
Okay,
because
so-
the science has
Very
caught up
clean.
with, we can do this fast. And I think the only vaccine that's been studied probably more than this is polio.